All right, God still speaks through visions and dreams. Yes, He does. I almost forgot about this. I don't quite understand this, but I'm gonna share it with you all. Maybe some of you all out there may understand, have a better understanding of it than I do. But in the millennial reign, there's going to be a lot of changes. Even the geographics, the landscape is going to be changed. They're going to be lakes and rivers where there are none now. Not going to be any more storms. Not going to be any more tornadoes. There's not going to be any more hurricanes. It's not going to be any more inclement weather conditions. We're not going to have any of that anymore during the millennial reign. Another thing is going to be different is our atmosphere and our sky. Okay. You know, all those utility poles out there, all that stuff's coming down. You don't live in a society we do not even have no electric wires over our heads, satellites in our skies falling to the earth. All this stuff's coming down. Underground sewers. I think we're going to go to I think we're going to use, now this is what I think now, I'm not sure, but I think we're going to use incinerators more. Okay? But now, the main thing I want to bring up is, is that in the millennial reign, our atmosphere and our sky is going to be quite different than what it is now. Yeah, it's going to be a lot different, much more beautiful. I saw in the millennial reign, there were two things I saw. One, I saw a white planet. It was like it was milky, pearly white. In our atmosphere, it was as close. It was closer to Earth than the moon is. In the millennial reign, this planet was closer to Earth than the moon is. It was very close. Also, during the millennial reign, I saw these red stars at nighttime. You could see these red stars, like just a cluster of red stars. I don't know what that meant. I still don't know what it means yet. And I don't know what that pearly white planet means either. But I do know this also, that there are planets in our atmosphere that we cannot see with our natural eyes. They're invisible. But there are planets all around this planet that we can't see. They're invisible. They're in the invisible world. You know, the Bible lets us know that Christ, God, created all things, visible and invisible. I remember I was in this world. I don't know what world it was. I don't know where I was. I don't know how I managed to get there. I just kind of like realized I was there. And I was being pursued by a female there for her own pleasure. And I was fighting her off and resisting. As a matter of fact, Uh, I wish I knew how to put pictures on here while I'm talking. I wish I knew how to do that because I could show you what kind of person that was. There's somebody can actually draw those beings. They know what they look like, just like I do. But anyway, she was pursuing me for her own pleasure. And after I put up quite a bit of resistance and fighting and whatnot, I went outside of her building. And I looked up into the sky, and to my amazement, astonishment, I saw the planet Earth. And it was like probably twice, maybe 3 times closer to her planet, the planet I was on in this experience. It was probably 2, maybe 3, 2.5 times closer to planet Earth. Was 2.5 closer to her Earth than the moon is to our planet. So I realized that her planet is in close proximity to our planet, but it's just invisible. We can't see it. There are lots of planets around our planet. And as I was looking at planet Earth, I was like amazed. I was like, wow, look at that's planet Earth. And I could see the shapes, I almost see the shapes. It was so close I could almost see the shapes of the continents. That's how close it was. So I learned and I realized that there are planets that are in close proximity to Earth, but we just can't see them. Okay? But in the millennial reign, a lot of these planets will become visible. Okay? These planets that are invisible now will become visible. And one of the visible planets I saw was a milky, pearly white planet. Now, now here's where I'm guessing right here. And maybe somebody got some scripture on this can help me figure this out. But I believe that planet was Venus. Now, there are some scriptures in the book of Enoch that talks about during the millennial reign and that Christ's return. And I think also in the book of Jude, I didn't know I was going to go this route, so that's the reason why I don't have these scriptures. But you know what, I'm going to look these scriptures up, so just in case somebody asks me about it, I'll tell you what, I'll know what to tell you where to go look. But it talks about the planets losing their course. Okay? Remember the scripture says that the stars shall fall from the sky, the stars shall be shaken and fall to the earth like figs off a fig tree, because in another scripture talks about how the planets or the celestial beings will be disturbed. Okay, so there's going to be a change even in our universe, and it says that even some of the planets are going to lose their course. All right? It's been a long time since I read that, but I know I read it. And so during the millennial reign, there's going to be a change in the universe and in the planetary realms. There's going to be some planets that's going to come in close proximity to Earth, and there are going to be some planets that are already in close to Earth that's going to become visible. So in the millennial reign, when you go outside and look up in the sky, it's going to be a very different place. Now, I believe that pearly white planet I saw was Venus. And I believe this is what I believe God has been explaining to me. Again, this is just what I believe. I believe He's been saying this, that planet, Venus, we know Venus is known as the love planet. Okay, it's known as the love planet. And it's also known as the morning star. Okay? It's also known as the morning star. Jesus Christ called himself, he said he was a bright and morning star. The scripture called Lucifer, son of the morning star, or light bearer. So I don't know how this all connects. Maybe some of you all out there know. The Lord also says that he was going to give us the bright and morning star. He was going to give us the morning star. So I don't know how that all connects. Lucifer in the Old Testament was called the morning star or the light bearer. Jesus Christ is called now, he's now called the morning star. Christ said that he was going to give us the morning star. And we know the morning star is Venus. So I do believe, now this is what I believe the Lord explained to me. This is what I believe he explained. That Venus is going to be, regenerated, terraformed. And it's going to be made habitable. It will become habitable. Regenerated, terraformed, and habitable. And I think Venus is going to become the Christians' playground. This will be a planet where mortals will not be allowed. But here on Venus, we will be. Now, this is what I believe God explained to me and expressed to me. Okay? This is what I believe he said. On Venus, Christians, people that were saved, is going to go there, and they're going to be able to express themselves in many ways that they cannot express themselves here on earth. Okay? See, there's a certain way we're going to have to live on earth because of the mortals. And then there's a certain way we will live on other planets because there are no mortals. See, we can't do everything we want in front of the mortals because that will interfere with their process or progress. Okay? But I believe he said this planet Venus will be our playground. And it will be a place for romance and that sort of thing. So, in the millennial reign, your atmosphere is going to look very different. Very different. You're going to have planets out there that are very close to Earth, and it's going to be beautiful. As a matter of fact, as I'm sitting there thinking about it, I remember another vision or dream God gave me of the millennial reign, and I saw one of my friends in the millennial reign, and his assignment was a teacher. God had made him a teacher. He was like a teacher over children. Okay, he was responsible for a lot of children. He was teaching them and instructing them. But in this particular experience, I don't like calling them dreams, because when I know it's something that God has shown me or God has revealed to me, I don't like calling them dreams, because it cheapens it and make it sound like you might as well say hallucination or something. But I call it an experience. In this experience, I saw two huge planets side by side. And this was in the millennial reign. These planets, one of those planets was so huge. Let me see, how can I do that? I would say if you were to take a basketball and extend it all the way out, it would probably be, up in the sky, it would probably be like that. And then there was another planet about half that size, right next to it. Okay? And this was in the millennial reign. So the sky is going to be very different. And we will be traveling back and forth to those planets. Some of us will actually own our own planet, our own stars. This is what happens. See, God is not stagnant, and you will not be either. We will all continue to grow and expand and grow. That's the way the universe is doing now. The universe is expanding and it's growing. Why? Because God's angels and his gods and goddesses and all of his creatures, they are multiplying themselves, and they are reproducing themselves, and their offspring moves out into other territories, and their offspring move out into other territories, just like it is here with us, right? Your parents had you moved out and you expanded, you got a family, kids, and then they grew up and they expanded themselves, and they grew up, and so on and so forth. More children, more houses, more land, more this, more that. Well, it's the same where the universe is, with planets. Okay? And that's the way we'll be. We'll continue to expand. We'll continue to grow. All right? So yes, I saw these planets in our atmosphere. That's the way our atmosphere is going to look. And at night, it's going to be beautiful. Beautiful. Okay? I mean, it's going to be beautiful. And with all this, here's the thing I really wish I could get people to understand. The thing about heaven and paradise and millennial reign, sure, all the things that you see is beautiful. I mean, just everything you see is just so beautiful. But you know what really, really sets it off and really makes it so good? It's what you feel on the inside. It's what you feel. Wherever you're at. And wherever you're at, it's a different feeling. It's not the same feeling. And you feel like one with wherever you're at. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like, you know the feeling you get at Christmas? There's a certain feeling you get with Christmas. Well, you don't have that same feeling when Halloween comes. Halloween has a different feeling on the inside. You know, a different atmosphere, you know. Same with Easter. Easter has a different atmosphere, a different feeling comes with Easter than with, say, Halloween or Thanksgiving, or it's different feeling come with spring than with fall. Well, it's the same with going to these different planets and these different worlds. You experience something, you feel something altogether different. And it's much, much more intense in the spiritual realm than it is in the physical. It's much more stronger, it's much more powerful, what you feel on the inside than what you feel here in the physical. And it's wonderful. It's really, really wonderful. But anyway, that's what I want to let you guys know. In the millennial reign, your atmosphere, your sky is going to look very different. And you're going to have more colors in the atmosphere than you do now. You're going to have more colors. The trees, they're going to be more colorful trees. Yes. Even the animals going to be more colorful. The animals not going to have that flat base camouflage color that they have now, black, brown, white. You see what I'm saying? But in the millennial reign, those animals are going to have pink, orange, yellow, red, purple. You know, those bright, well, gay colors would be the right word, but I don't mean they're gay, but they're those loud, bright colors, like some of the tropical animals. Okay, and so that's the way the millennial reign going to be. It's going to be colorful, very colorful. Okay, so get ready. I'm encouraging you to hang in there, but I'm hanging on for dear life. Okay? And sometimes that's the way it'll be. You know? It'll be tough. But anyway, that's another thing you can look forward to in the millennial reign. I believe the planet Venus will be our playground. And I believe it also has something, I don't know. Maybe some of you guys out there may have a revelation on the morning star. I sure would like to hear it. Because a lot of times, guys, you all help me understand my own dreams. Yeah, some of you all help me understand. I have the dream sometimes, but I don't quite understand it. And sometimes you all will help me understand my own dream. So maybe some of you all got a revelation on the morning star, okay? All right, God says, speak through visions and dreams. Forever blessed, I am Yeshua HaMashiach.